It's nearly 1 this morning. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm up with the locals and I'm heading towards my last kind of touristy thing that I want to do in Ho Chi Minh, and probably my last touristy thing in Vietnam, and that is the Chi Tunnels. So these were the underground tunnels that Vietnamese used during the American War. Supposedly they reached throughout the whole of Vietnam. They're that extensive. Correction, from like this part of Vietnam to this part of Vietnam. But it's still quite impressive. It was over 250 kilometers, which is just crazy when you think about how long that would take to dig tunnels of that length. It took over 20 years, which is insane. So yeah, I'm gonna go see them. I'm gonna go to the Ben Duoc ones, which are the kind of like the less touristy ones. So hopefully it's not as busy, and I'm going really early, so because I just hate tourists, being one myself. People are still drinking, right? Funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna go do that. It was quite expensive to do the tour from like a tour agency. So I've decided to get the local bus, which is going to take probably 3 hours there and 3 hours back. It's going to be like 6 hours of bus in total, but it's fine. It's going to cost me like a quarter of what it would, and I don't have a lot of money, so it's good. So my first step is to... Actually, firstly, there's so many people exercising at like 6 o'clock in the morning. What am I doing with my mornings? It's the place to be. Anyway, so my first step is to get the number 13 bus from Sai Gon TDH, which is like the main bus station. It's also called Ben Duoc Sai Gon. So yeah, that should be about, I think about 10, maybe 7,000, which is 30p, less than 30p. That bus takes 2 hours, and then that will take me direct to Chi Tunnels, and then I need to get another bus, the 79, I think. It's definitely a 70 something, and that takes me to Ben Duoc, which I think is another half hour, but on the app, because there's like a My Bus app, which you should definitely download because it's been a lifesaver here. It says it could take more than an hour, so I'm not too sure. It could be like half hour, it could be more than an hour, but I'll just sleep on the bus. And that takes me direct to Ben Duoc, and then I can just do the tunnels from there on my own. So it costs 90,000 or maybe like 100,000. Some of the blogs that I read are a bit like out of date, so the price might like change. So yeah, could be 100,000 or 90,000. Still, it's not that much, it's like £3. And that includes, so that's the entry into the tunnels, and that includes a guide as well. And then I just need to get the same buses back, just basically looking at the app. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Next time. So I found my bus, but there's no one on it. So a really helpful man just shoved me on a bus, basically. So it was, yeah, it's bus 13. It was just about to leave, so it was perfect timing. They kind of run when they're meant to too, so I just don't know how to get a ticket. I think you might have to go up, so just give me 2. Yeah, so that was easy. 10,000. Oh, the music stopped. They're kind of playing some like Indian Bhangra music, which was quite nice, but not at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to put my earbuds in. I'll see you in 2 hours. You hear me? So it's 8 o'clock. I've arrived at Chi bus terminal, or Ben Duoc, and now I need to get my second bus, which is the 79 to Ben Duoc tunnels. I can't really see it. Let's go ask someone. so it was fairly simple. I just got on the 79. They kind of saw me from a mile off and put me on a bus. Everyone's really friendly here, which is nice. So yeah, I've got another hour, I think. It's like 10,000 dong, which is like 30p again, so it's fine, it's packed. My number one tip, if you are going to go to the tunnels, is bring food. Whether you're going on the bus or going on a tour, it's a long day. So make sure you bring food. So I've arrived. It wasn't too bad. That was like an hour. Hello. I'm good. Yeah. So it was 3 hours in total. They're still talking to me. It was 3 hours in total. Which wasn't too bad. I slept for a bit of it and then just like looked out the window at countryside for the rest. I'm here, so let's go buy a ticket. Definitely the Lone Ranger. There's like tour groups and big coaches that have just pulled up, but oh well. I hope I'm not with them. So yeah, the ticket process was pretty easy. I really need my sunglasses on, but the ticket process is really easy. It's quite confusing to work out where the actual ticket office was, because it's just like hotels and restaurants around. So it was a bit confusing, but just walking around you'll find it. It's like a little hut. So yeah, got my ticket, which is 90,000, which is like £3. So at the minute I've spent, well, the first bus was 10,000, the second bus to here was 7,000, and then I spent 90, so I've just spent over like 100,000, which is like £4 to get here. Normally, you know, a tour could be about 350, 360, so I'm winning. Better. It's not very well signposted, just in case you're coming here, so just show your ticket to everyone and be like, where do I go? So I think I ended up in the temple, which is like a memorial to all those that you know, lost their lives in the Vietnam War. And now I think I'm heading to the entrance to the Ben Duoc tunnels. I think you normally get a car or a coach down here. Maybe like a little buggy, but seeing as I'm on my own, no one's offered me a lift, so I'll walk. It's a nice day. It's good. So this is tapioca. Tastes a bit like potato. And during the war, they would dip it in peanut sugar. Just tastes like potatoes. Carby. It's good. I imagine it's not good after 20 years of it, but... So I've just done my tour. It was really interesting. I really enjoyed it. I'm sweating so badly though, just from like walking in, well, not even walking, just like crawling in the confined tunnels. It was so warm down there. I have no idea how they did that for most of the daytime, just staying down there. They deserve a medal just for that alone. Yeah, but it was really interesting to learn about, you know, how life happened for guerrillas here in Ho Chi, and the kind of tactics that they used against the American military was really interesting. And now I go wait for the bus again, and it's just the same journey back, so I need to get the 79. That'll cost me 7,000 dong, which is less than like 30p. And then I need to change at Ho Chi bus station and get the 13 back to Ho Chi Minh. Honestly, if you are in Ho Chi Minh and you want to do the Ho Chi tunnels, then don't bother booking a tour. You can 100% do it on your own on the bus. You save so much more, like so much money. It might be slightly longer, although to Ho Chi it's probably not. Like the main tunnels, like just called, I think they're called Ben Din, maybe. They're like the busiest tunnels. You only need to get like one bus there, so it's not an issue. Is this my bus? Honestly, everyone here is so nice as well. I was just stood by the side of the road and a little shop lady was like, "You get the bus? You get the bus?" I was like, "Yeah, to Benji Ho Chi." She was like, 79, get 79. Like, wasn't trying to sell me anything. She was like, sit down, sit down. Everyone's really sweet. It's really nice.